need
Yes, very
reaction
good.
to that. Thank you very much. So, the next slide, please. Who we are at CHL Africa, we are social enterprise, as you all know. We are dedicated to help small, medium scale businesses thrive in African business landscape through solutions, expert coaching, commitment, and social impact. We build sustainability, we help to maximize profits, and we also give back to the society. Our vision is to see more Africans home and abroad in diaspora actively contributing towards prosperity and stability of African business in the continent. And our mission is to facilitate sustainable growth of 1% of social media enterprise SMEs and initiatives in Africa by offering innovative solutions that promote profitability and meaningful society contribution. In fact, in short, the whole essence is that we are what your business needs. We are who you are to contact to in your business to help you out in your business through your business journey as an entrepreneur. So quickly, these are the solutions that we offer. We offer business incubation, operation management, branding and impact consulting, community support, capacity building, and business coaching. Due to time, I will not be able to brush up through everything one after the other. But these are what we do, and these are some of the businesses we offer in CHL Africa. And if you want to learn and know more about us, visit our website www.chl.org. And we also have our website on our bio, on our Instagram and LinkedIn pages. Our Instagram page, CHL Africa, our link tree is attached to the bio where you get to explore and to see all what you will offer and to get to speak to one of us and send a message so we can get started. So can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, briefly, we would like to have a brief chat with one of our board members at CHL Africa by the name Linda. Linda, please, can you hear me? Good morning. Good afternoon.
Yes. Good afternoon to you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Can you hear me?
On board. Yes, please, I can. Good
All
to
right.
have you
All
on
right.
board. So over
Thank
to
you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. Thank you, our participants, for logging into this meeting. My name is Linda Nachisui. I'm a board member and I'm based in Uganda. We're happy to have you here. My question, we just want to have a brief chat with each and every one of you, and I really expect participation because I want to know what's your name, what business are you doing, and why are you doing the business? So who would like to go first? You can unmute or send your questions in the chat, then we will read them out. Or else we call one by one. Who wants to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Good.
The name is Chukwudi Dike. Our business is ugr.net. We're into e-commerce. So we do all these bus ticketing sales and hotel accommodations in Nigeria. I started the business because I have a background in database development and studied finance undergrad. And I have had a problem booking bus tickets in Nigeria when I came back and finding accurate hotel information. So I just try to solve that problem.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. Who would like to go next?
Hello.
Hello.
Can everyone hear me?
Okay, please go.
Hello.
Bella, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Hi, my name is Aurelia. The makeup artist. The name of my brand is Aurelia Makeover. So I specialize in bridal and beauty makeup. I just really like to make ladies especially feel beautiful on their special day or on any event they like to go to, basically.
Wow, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Well done. Well done. Well done, Ariel. Anyone else would like to share your name and why you're doing the business you're doing?
Hello,
Vicky?
thank you
Yes, Vicky.
so much for this beautiful opportunity. My name is Vicky. I'm into manufacturing. Mostly, I prefer to use shea and coconut for both soap and Vaseline. I wouldn't say that I'm in initial stages because I've been in the space for about 6 to 7 years. Though a little bit background, not really far front, as I didn't want to launch big before I find out many things that are necessary for the market. So this year, planning to go deeper into the market. The reason I'm here or doing this business is because there are so many products out there that are really hurting the community. You look at ladies and their skins are not doing well. Skin lightening, whitening, and so many other things. And our children are adapting these products. But also, if someone has sensitive skin, there should be a product tailored for sensitive skin without necessarily hurting the person's skin. So I actually started this because of my daughter. She used to have very sensitive skin, and we had tried so many things, and she was allergic to different soaps. Like each time we get soap from the supermarket, her eyes would swell and so many things. And we used to wonder, like, why would the child swell after bathing? So when I discovered that and I started out with my product, we haven't had such scenarios happening anymore. So I would really like to dig deep into that. But also on the side, I've started a consultancy. My main area of interest is customer service and then freelancing. Main focus is that to build a brand that will do customer service and freelancing. Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Be blessed.
Oh, thank you, Vicky. One more person.
There's someone has dropped an introduction in the chat box. Let me
Would you
read it.
like to read for us? Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So it says, good afternoon, everyone. I am Olumide. I'm a baker and I've been baking for close to 3 years now. I'm on the path of enlarging my brand. My brand name is Rouse Oven. And I started baking because of my love for it. I had an aunt that taught us when we were very young. I guess I was interested from then.
Wow. Thank you. What I've learned in life that you should learn and know your reason why. Why do you do a certain thing? Once you answer the question why, believe me, nothing can stop you. You'll be unstoppable in your business. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Linda. Thank you very much for the brief introduction. And thank you for everyone who actively participated. In fact, I would have loved us to continue with the introduction and to get to know every one of us. But because of our time, and we are trying to make sure that this presentation is as short as possible. So that is why you have to subscribe to our training, our upcoming training happening later on this year, which is going to cut through the span of 4 weeks. And I know we'll be expecting each and every one of us here. Quickly over to the presentation. Ayomide.
All right. Thank you, everyone. And thank you once again for joining. Thank you, Linda, for that quick chat. It was great to just hear people and know why they started the business, which is always very important, especially as regards to the topic that we're treating, which is launching your business, right, with confidence. And we're talking about market validation today. So just moving on very quickly, what is business validation or market validation, right? I think the first time I heard this word, or it gained more meaning to me when I started my master's in entrepreneurship and innovation last year. And before then, you just think that, oh, yes, you should do a market survey before you start out your business. But that's really not what market validation in itself is all about, right? Market validation is not just doing a survey and saying, oh, is my business going to thrive or not? It's more about determining if there is a need for your product in the target market first, right? So it's not about, oh, I already have an idea that I want to start a soap making business. So I'm checking to know who are those interested in buying, or sorry, I'm checking to know where can I sell it. No, it's actually to find market validation or business validation is, do people need my soap? That's actually what it is. So let's take it from, I want to speak as plainly as possible. So it's easy for us, at least if you live here, you learn something, right? So do people even want soap in Nigeria, for instance, right? So, oh, yes, they want soap. What kind of soap do they want? Oh, do they want liquid soap or detergent or bar soap? Okay, now I've realized that, or maybe based on my findings, they want liquid soap. Then you now move on to what kind of liquid soap do they really prefer? Is it very watery? Is it thick? Is it for, and what do they want to intend to use this liquid soap for? So once you've done, that's you doing your market validation, and then now realize that, okay, though when I set out, I wanted to just do soap. Now I know that I'm going to be doing liquid soap for mothers, because I know that they use it more often for their washing machine, and children wear a lot of clothes often. So my target audience will be mothers who just recently gave birth or who have children between the ages of 0 to 5. That way, that is you validating your market and actually now producing tailored to suit that community. Then, of course, moving on from there, you now want to check the competitors there, how you can outshine them or how you can distinguish yourself, maybe not necessarily outshine them. But yeah, that's what it is eventually, your unique selling product or your unique selling proposition as a way. So just reading from the slide says that market validation is that process of determining if there is even a need for your product in the target market, or your service as the case may be. Validating your business idea can enable you to reasonably predict whether people will buy your product or service or whether your business will be profitable. Like there's someone here who does makeup, there's someone who has some business with hotel servicing, and there's someone here who has introduced herself as a baker as well. So of course, many people do what we all do, right? And that's sometimes the struggle of entrepreneurs. So now you want to know, how do you stand yourself out? And how do you stand out? Everybody's not where you are. I'm sure that the 3 people that have spoken, they don't even live in the same community. I think so. I might be wrong. But let's assume that they don't live in the same community. That means they're targeting different kind of people. In fact, the 3 of them can decide that, okay, let's all do makeup. But now, how do we do makeup differently to suit the different communities that we're serving? And right, so find out what kind of makeup do people like in that community that you want to serve. Oh, people want the smoky eye type of makeup. Oh, people want very light toned, in fact, natural look makeup. Oh, people don't even want makeup at all. They just want you to sell makeup products to them, right? So that way you're able to know, what should I actually be doing that would bring profitability and also would make sure that people buy it eventually, right? So now I'm moving on quickly to say, why does business validation matter? I think I already answered some of them in my chat, but just moving on nicely, I would say, 1, it reduces the risk and it increases chances of success. So once you've done due diligence to validate your business or your business idea, it just helps you reduce risks from try and error. So for instance, the baker could have started with doing traditional wedding cakes and then realized that people are not doing wedding where she currently is. Probably she's a student in some university and nobody does wedding, or people rarely do weddings in the university. So that means already she has changed herself in the sense that people would typically not patronize her on every day, and that means less profit in a sense, right? And then, or you can look around and say, oh, what do students would typically like? Everybody wants a snacks that they can grab on the go while they are reading. So how about I do a cupcake, or how about I do another type of cake that would be less, because that would be cost effective and also appeal to the target audience that I have. So you just check with them. Guys, what kind of snacks would you like? Oh, if I can't even just see all this bento cake for my birthdays, because now big cakes are expensive. And the person ventures into doing very cute bento cakes that friends can easily buy for their friends, maybe for less than 10,000 naira, for instance. And they are pushing that. And you know that you validated your market. So you're not the one sitting down and doing the gimmicks and saying, now I'm just looking at things. I think this is how it should be, or I think that's how it should be. But you've actually validated the markets by asking and engaging people or your target community. That way, you have reduced the risk and also increased your chances of success. Thank you, Maggie, for joining. Please mute yourself. Awesome. All right. So number 2 would be, ensure there is a real market need for your product or service, right? So once you validate your business, it also helps you know that there's actually a real need. So you know that, yes, people need cake, but they don't need traditional cake or traditional wedding cake in this community. What they actually need is actually small cupcakes that they can easily pick on the go and eat, and also cakes that they don't need to preserve in the fridge because they don't have access to fridge as much as since they're in the university setting or tertiary institution setting. Or the makeup artist should probably find out from my environment that, oh, people need makeup maybe once in a while for special occasions, but people need quality makeup products. So can I be that link to, can I sell lipsticks, eyeshadow, eyebrows, and sorry, eyebrows, eyeshadow, mascara, and the likes for them, right? So that way you ensure that there's a real market need and for your products or your services, right? Also, it The third thing is also it helps attract customers, investors, and partners. So once you're able to act that a community of people, a certain target audience, you know that each one will tell one, oh, my dear, I just realized there's a place where we can buy this. Oh, really? Please give me the plug. And that's how you attract more customers. Investors also will say, you know what you're doing, because when you come to pitch, you're telling them, I've done my research, I've done my business validation, and I know that this is the current need of these people I want to serve in my community. And this is why I need so certain amount of money to boost my business so that you can get a certain profit as well if you invest. So that way you're even coming with so much confidence. By the time they're asking you, how do you know that this business will thrive? You're able to answer confidently that you've done your validation and you know that this would be successful, right? Moving on very quickly would be, what are the key ways to now validate your business ideas? We've said that business validation is important. We've said the reasons why they are very necessary. And now we are saying, what are the steps? How can you go about doing this? First is that you identify the problem you are solving. Like I said, you have a sense of what you want to solve. The baker is thinking, people are always hungry, I need to fill their stomach. That's one problem I'm trying to solve. The hotel service person is thinking, oh yes, people would always need to move for business, for deep work, for different activities, and they need a second home to stay temporarily. So how can I meet their need and provide temporary shelter when they are out of their comfort zone? That's the problem they're trying to solve. A makeup artist is saying people want to look beautiful, they always want to look good, they always want to look in their best for certain type of events, whether it's their wedding, whether it's for a friend's party, or whether it's for a business proposal or a business pitch, right? So things like that help you to just figure out what problem are you trying to solve. And everybody, there are problems abound. So don't say, oh, if you're also here and you probably don't even have any business idea, you're like, well, I don't know. You actually know, because there are many problems that you could be probably solving. You just need to figure out which one actually is close to your heart or which one you are really passionate about, right? So what gap does your business fill and who has this problem, right? So now you say, okay, now that you've identified the problem, who has the problem? Or who among these people that have the problem are you prioritizing? Because everybody has a hunger problem. We all want to eat. If I eat yesterday and I don't eat today, I will likely fall sick tomorrow. So it's not like, oh, I've eaten today, I've eaten for 1 week. There's no need to go again. No, so we all eat from time to time, periodically, right? So who has this problem? So everybody has the hunger problem, or everybody has the need to be filled or to eat, right? But now the next thing is, who among these people are you prioritizing? So if it's children, you're thinking food that will give more nourishment to children to grow and develop better. If it's adults, you're thinking what will probably give them strength to pull through the day-to-day hard work and all of that all the other activities that they have to do, right? Let me move on from there to just say that you need to define your unique value proposition, right? Some people call it UVP, some people call it USP, unique selling proposition. What that means is what stands you out from the rest. You are not the only one that have identified a problem. You are not the only one solving the problem. So what makes you stand out from the rest of the people that are actually trying or attempting to solve this problem? What makes your business different? I'm sure if we ask people that have introduced their business and maybe others who joined late to tell us about their business, we would find out that they are not the only one doing that business. They are not the only one solving that problem. So you need to think like a customer. Why should I go to Aurelia instead of going to maybe XYZ makeup artist? Why should I go to Rios Oven for cake instead of going to XYZ cake store or something, right? Why should I go to, I'm trying to catch your name, please. Sorry, give me a second. Yep. Exactly. Why should I go to Chukwudi's hotel instead, or Airbnb business, as it were, instead of another person's own, right? Why should I engage Vicky for that product that helps a child instead of another person that I've also heard about that have a similar story that has worked, right? So you need to know, why should your customers choose you over competitors? CHL is not the only one providing business solutions to SMEs, that small and medium-sized enterprises in Africa. So why should people listen to CHL Africa? Why should they come for a meeting like this? Or why should they register for our training, for our 4 weeks training coming up shortly? Or why should they engage our services as against other business consulting firms out there, right? So you need to find your unique value proposition, and you also need to do market research and customer discovery. So still speaking about the key steps, you need to know your problem you're solving, you need to know why you stand out, and then test this with others. Like, okay, yes, I know that you guys like cake. What if there's a cake that is color pink? No, I don't like pink cake. It's blue cake I like. Then you're beginning to say, okay, people prefer this, people prefer that, right? And that leads to number 3 point, which is the market research and customer discovery. Here you engage potential customers. You can conduct a survey. You can do interviews. You can do focus group discussions. Some people prefer focus group discussion because you get to bring 3 or 5 people to a room. For instance, a baker, for instance, can say, oh, I'm bringing 5 of my friends, or maybe 5 people from different departments in the university. I'm doing different types of cakes, and I'm asking them to taste it and tell me which one they will readily pay 100,000 naira for, or maybe that's too much for students to say, who would readily pay 5,000 naira for. And people taste the different arrays of cake, and they're like, oh, I will definitely be buying the chocolate, Oreos, kind of cake, or whatever they decide. Or maybe some people say, no, it's banana bread. I will choose any day, every day. That way, through that research, you are able to tell what people want. Some people do surveys. I've seen a lot of surveys. People say, please help me fill this, please help me fill that. I just want to confirm if I'm going to start a pad business, for instance, what kind of pad would a woman like to wear, and all of those type of things, right? So study competitors also. What are they doing? What gap can you fill? The truth is, you're not the first person doing the business. And I'm sure that some other people, if 10 people are doing the business, let's assume that 3 of them have done their market validation. So if they are doing what they are doing, it's because they know it's working. So you can also study them to say, what are these people doing? And how can you also fill this gap better, right? Because there's always opportunity for innovation. So with the last 2 points, there is the need to test with a minimum viable product. That means you start small, you create a basic version of your product or service, you get early adopters and collect feedback, right? People do this a lot when it comes to tech. So you see that there's an app that is being built, they'll say it's in beta testing, come and test this app and let's get a few people, please test our new, this one is not WhatsApp, this is House app or something. So please test our own House app and let me know what you think about it. And then you see people reply or react and say, oh no, let's change the color. We can't be using green like WhatsApp. Let's use red so that it shines on your phone, whatever, or it gives a feel of YouTube or Netflix. You know, people that now begin to give suggestions, and that way you're able to iterate your product or your service approach, right? Then getting early adopters, like I said, is important, and you're able to collect feedback as well. Then another thing that people sometimes overlook is assessing your financial viability. So you might have done your research and realized that at the end of the day, everybody wants a banana bread in school. But it's actually capital intensive to do banana bread because maybe banana is probably scarce in that community. So you need to now know, how do you go about it? Just because people want banana bread doesn't mean you now spend all your funds on getting bananas that will probably ripen very fast. You don't have the storage system and all of that. And then you lose money at the end of the day. No banana bread, no banana, everything gone because of poor electrical system or whatnot, right? So you need to identify the cost and revenue sources. You need to understand pricing, funding option, and financial sustainability, right? So imagine that situation of somebody that have lack of access to maybe affordable bananas and now wants to sell a banana bread for like 2,000 naira. Sorry, I'm using the Nigerian currency, but that's what I'm typically familiar with, right? So you say, how then can you sell? So if your profit is already, or if your selling price is already more than your cost price, regardless of the currency we're talking about here, you're already at a loss, clearly. So you also need to understand pricing. You need to understand funding options. So how can you get it subsidized? Do you want to raise funds? Where do you get revenue from? What's the financial sustainability? So now you've done it. You probably got funds from your siblings or from your friends, or you got some from investors, and you did a campaign. Everybody take banana bread for as low as so amount, less than the price. And because you have enough investors funding, you've spent that. And then 2 months after, nobody wants to buy the banana bread at the actual price because they are used to the discount. Now you've run at a loss temporarily, and also it's not sustainable. The business is going to shut down because no customers again are coming. Or maybe another person who has tried your model and found a way to probably get bananas from some place or replace banana with another fruit that is working, and people are interested in that. So you need to think of the financial sustainability for a thriving business. And that's one thing we're very big at CHL Africa, that we're not just doing business because we want to cash out or side hustle and the likes. We are trying to we're helping small and medium-sized enterprises and holding them to ensure that their business is sustainable. They move from that small and medium-sized enterprise to actually large organizations that will be celebrating 20 years anniversary and the likes, 50 years anniversary with strong operational system and excellence, right? Just looking at the time now, I would be wrapping up shortly with saying, apart from how you need to do your market validation, there's also the bit around acquiring and retaining customers, which is something I would like to share as well, right? So build strong branding and marketing strategy, leverage tools for outreaches, social media, SEOs, and prioritize customers' experience and engagement for long-term retention, right? So you need some strategy. At CHL, we provide such services. We'll also be discussing this more extensively in our 4 weeks training, how to leverage digital tools as well. How do you do social media ads? How do you make sure that your website is SEO friendly? How do you ensure that you use other social media platforms to amplify your message, right? And also reach more people. Then how do you prioritize your customer experience and engagement as well for long-term retention? So when people, you build your customer base by ensuring that they come back. So don't let it be a one-off thing. So I buy from you today, I don't come back tomorrow. You should find out, why am I not coming back tomorrow? What do I like about it? What did I like about the service? What did I not like about the service? How can I improve to do better so that I can have you again come over and over again, right? And also some funding and financial management skill that's worth checking as well, or what noting, is that you can explore bootstrapping. When we say bootstrapping, that means you're funding it from your pocket, from your other personal source of income. So maybe you do a 9 to 5, you work somewhere and you're just building your business on the side. You're saying, oh, 10% of my earnings from me, I'm using it to bootstrap and grow this business. You can get grants, you can get loan, you can get investor funding. CHL is working hard towards ensuring that we can also be able to partner with some funding organizations or even loan firms that are able to trust. Once you go through the process and they're able to trust that you would make money. Of course, there's profit, there's the social impact side to your business, and you're able to refund the loan. We're able to just help you work through that process and give you access to loans as deemed fit. Then also maintaining effective bookkeeping and understanding business laws. So sometimes people say, oh, they struggle with this. I'm already reading about my business. I can't add business law to it. That's also why we have CHL here helping you. We have a legal firm that we partner with actively to help you with your CSC registration. If it's in Nigeria, that's your corporate affairs registration. Even for other parts of Africa as well, you can register your business through us with that, with the legal partner that we work with. Effective bookkeeping as well. We have accountants that we also partner with for things like this. And also we are thinking that we can also train SMEs, even in our training that is coming up in the next few months or few weeks as well, because it's now a few weeks closer than before, to help you effectively manage. Just have basic understanding with an Excel sheet. Can you even manage how much is coming in, how much is going out, so that way you're not mixing your business funds with your actual funds. You know that, okay, if I sell 10 products or sell 20 pieces of products or 100 products, I'm getting, this is the percentage of profit I'm having. How much of this profit am I putting back once I separate the capital that I have? Did I borrow some money? How much of my profit am I returning? Give it that. If I'm doing a social enterprise, how many percent of that profit is going into social wealth or social impact in my community, and all of that. Then it's also important that you learn tax obligation and the best financial practices as well, which, like I said, we'll also be discussing in time soon. I guess to wrap it up, building a sustainable business is easy, or it's possible, if you focus on a structured growth and operational efficiency, if you develop strategies for business expansion and partnership, if you also stay adaptable, and I'm sure that's why you are here. You have to keep learning, unlearning, and relearning, right? So wealth is possible. You can grow that little business today of maybe 10 customers to a chain of businesses that you have stores or offices or outlets in different parts of the world. And it's very possible. The same idea that you have, they are viable, the problems are valid, and you have the right solutions to them with a good structure, operational efficiency, great strategy for partnership and business expansion, and also just being open to learning and unlearning. Of course, you can. That is very possible. So don't think small of your business. You can be wealthy through your business. You can even make others wealthy through your business, right? So thank you so much for listening. I know that it's quite a short presentation, but we want it to be as punchy as possible. And we hope that we're able to expound on this in our subsequent training, like I've been mentioning. Thank you so much. If there's any question in the interest of time, please let me know. Be happy to reply. All right. Okay. All right. So maybe while we just wait for the questions, if you're still typing, we have a gift for you. But just before the gift, we want you to please, we want to hear from you. So please scan this QR code if you have your phone with you, or you can, if you're able to copy the link and paste it. Maybe I can.
I do have a question.
Okay, please go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, may we know you, like your background, you know, some of your qualifications here?
Oh, all right. Awesome. My name is Ayomide Fasolani. Sorry, I skipped the introduction. And I work as the founder of Charles Even Limited, which is aimed at supporting small and medium-sized enterprises in Africa. I have a Bachelor's of Arts degree in English language and a Master's degree in entrepreneurship and innovation, coupled with participating in some other leadership training and entrepreneurship training in and out of Nigeria. So thank you so much. I would also probably drop my LinkedIn profile so that you can also read more about me. I think that's my resume online is very complete on LinkedIn. Thank you. All right. Okay. Please, can someone help share the link? Maybe Eniola or Karen, so that people that are not able to scan the QR code can actually just type. Or let me just stop sharing this. All right, so here's the link. Please feel free.
Trying to fix. So there's a QR code you have to scan. So it will take you directly to the gift that we have for you this afternoon. So before Ayomide comes on, I want to tell us that we'll be adding us to our community on WhatsApp, which is the AfroChamps community, where we get to do a monthly series, either a training program or a Instagram live program. We do that every month. It's a periodic series. We just started this training program this month. Previously, we've been having different series on Instagram Live. We call it Raw with AfroChamps, which is the resilience, the audacity, and the awesomeness of African entrepreneurs. Sorry, please, I am here. Hello. Okay, so she's not here yet.
I'm back. Thank you.
Okay, you're back. Okay, thank you. So let me quickly round up. So shortly, we'll be adding us to our WhatsApp group, AfroChamps community. This is the reason why I'm telling us this. So we will not meet ourselves in the group and start wondering, why am I here? So during the course of the week, I will be adding.
All right. Thank you so much, Eniola.
There we go.
What did you say?
Sorry, can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Okay, thank you, Olumide.
Okay.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, please, can you hear me?
I think he dropped off. Yes, we can.
All right, sorry for that. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for joining. I think we can call it a day. I don't know if you have access to the links that I already put here. So there's the Mentimeter link. There's my LinkedIn page for those who have asked for it as well. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.